So, there you are again.
Yes, here we
How
are.
do you feel after your second rehearsal?
Good, really good. Really happy, really excited. We're really moving it towards the place that we've envisioned it. It's getting very close now, and it's really nice to see everything coming together. So good, I feel good.
Yeah, I can see it. It's kind of a relief, eh? Because you have one of the most complex staging acts, I think. Can you explain to the people who did not see the rehearsals and what the story is?
Yeah, I mean, I think my entire journey for this whole Eurovision for the past 14 months, I've been trying to tell a story. I've been on this journey, and we have really put that into our props. So people just catching some pictures of it are probably a little bit confused that we've built these miniature paper worlds that I travel through and I journey through to get to the end of the song, to get to my home, my inner true self. And I think what's cool and what I hope people see on the night is everything in our props. It's all hand moved. So there's anything that moves in my props. It's all, I got Ingrid and Malin on the stage with me, and they actually move everything. That's why we have their hands coming in on the flip books. We wanted it to have texture and be tangible and be analog and be different from the usual beautiful Eurovision lights. So I'm so excited for people to see all our paper forests and our city and our ocean and our mirror. Everything is all paper, and it's all man-made by this company Greenwall and Benka, my creative director. So I'm so excited about our props, and it's great to see them now. We're really moving them the way we had it in rehearsal.
Yeah, because the choreography is it's based on details.
Exactly, it's all details, and it's all in the journey. So, and the journey in life can be quite complex. So, that's part of the story and the movement. But it's really beautiful how our pieces move together, and I'm so lucky to have. I don't know where they're at the minute, but my girls on stage moving them, and it should be like this very natural journey to the end of the song.
We have lots of questions coming in our online press area about the staging.
Yep.
Let's ask some of them. Hi Lesley, Connor here. How does it feel to be bringing a staging idea that has never been done before to the Eurovision Song Contest?
Brilliant, fantastic. I mean, at the very least, when you come here on such a massive stage and worldwide talent and amazing songs and artists, it's nice to know that the work we've put in on all those months, that we have brought something different, which is hard to do. It's hard to bring up something different to a place like this. So at the very least, we know we've done that. It feels great.
Thank you. We have another question from Europhile Australia. Thank you for asking and sending in your question. Whose arms we see halfway through the performance turning the pages?
Yes, that's Ingrid and Malin. They are two fantastic dancers usually, but on this journey, they are my stagehands. And you will see anything moving on stage is by them, like I said. Even my rain wall, I won't get too much, at the end is all still powered by Ingrid and Malin. And it was very important for us in the rehearsals that we wanted to get the hands coming into the screen, moving the flip book, so it didn't look like a graphic. We wanted to look like paper, and we wanted to look real, tell the story.
And that happened, eh?
Yes, it does happen.
Yeah,
Unless they disappear over the next few days.
Yeah. Is it the way it was in the rehearsals? Is it the way we can see it in the semi-final?
I think we've still a few more little pieces to get it exactly how we've all rehearsed it, but that is the story. Those are the 4 or 5 main props. There's going to be nothing else coming from the ceiling, no fireworks or anything like that. We are based in this small paper world, and I transition to the end of the stage to get home.
Yeah. Okay, hi Lesley. Rina from OAGE Greece. How difficult is it for you vocally to try such a demanding and to-the-point performance? Is there room for changes till the semi-final? And lots of love.
Oh, it's very nice. Nice way to end it. Yeah, I mean, I think I am always trying to better my vocals, irregardless of what performance, what stage I'm on, and I will continue to work with my backup vocalists, who are also my co-writers, over the next few days to look at the tape, look at what I wasn't happy with or what we were happy with and what's working, and try and better it. I think there's always room for improvement for any performer. So yes, I will be pushing even harder, hopefully for next week.
Great, thank you. Do we have some questions here in the room? I see there's someone sitting with an Irish flag.
Give me that flag.
It's my only one, so I'll have to keep it.
Okay, fair enough.
Hi Lesley, Neil Farron from Eurovision. Firstly, congratulations on your rehearsal, and I think I'd speak on behalf of the entire country. You're doing us very proud this year. My question is about the staging again. When you were coming up with the idea for staging, was there something that you really wanted to do that was just like you couldn't get it to work, or were all the ideas you originally had present on the stage that we're going to see?
That's a great question. Yeah, I think what we have today is it's a great compilation of all of the thoughts that Michael, Bank and myself had on our first couple of meetings. We wanted there to be pace, that's in the song. We wanted there obviously to be movement. We wanted it to tell a story and take us on a journey, but we really wanted to build and hand build this different world that wasn't the world that we're used to in the Eurovision. That's why we brought it down so small. We want to center and focus the viewers at home on this journey and make it a little bit smaller. So yeah, there was all of the things that we wanted, especially with the prop movements that you see in the second verse and the pre-chorus with the waves, that it took a minute they're specifically marked out inch by inch by inch. So it took us a minute to get them all exactly where we need them, but that was our vision, and it's nice to see it coming together. Yeah.
Lesley, what do you think of the whole experience now? You've been here for almost a week, I think.
2 years now. It's great. It's the production crew here have been so nice to try and get all of these pieces together, and they're working with us so well, and people backstage and the other artists that I can kind of see from afar. The whole Eurovision journey has been amazing.
Great, great to hear, yes. We have a question for Martijn. Hello Martijn, he's from Eurovision Artist from the Netherlands. Oh, I did not know that you worked together with our Dutch singer Miss Montreal.
Yes.
How was it to work with her?
Well, Sana is amazing. She came over to the States and she was working with a few producers that I was working with at the time, and she's like, we need a couple of songs for this next album. So I think I wrote 3 or 4 songs on her record, and she's a great singer. Yes. I Am Hunter, I think, was a big single for her here that we wrote in like 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
We went off to a cabin and just went with guitars, and yeah, she's brilliant, and I hope she maybe sees this performance next week. But yeah, shout out to Miss Montreal.
Great.
Yeah.
And you also drank some beer with her?
She drank beer.
Yeah, we know her.
I don't drink any beer, but no, she brought her grudge. Yeah.
Okay. There's a question from Dermot Manning. I hope I pronounced it well.
Dermot? Yeah.
You know him?
Well, help with the pronunciation. This
Okay,
Dermot.
great. Thank you. From FM Radio in Ireland. Now that you are based mainly in New York, do you hope to perform more in Ireland and Europe after the contest?
Yes, I would love to. I think that was one of the reasons to try and do the Eurovision, was to root ourselves back home in Ireland a little bit more. And my wife Lauren and I, we had been in the lockdown from November, December up until, basically we went into rehearsals. So yes, I would love to be back in Ireland, much more performing and writing for other Irish artists too. So that is a plan, yes.
Okay. Hey, you talked about your wife also in the first rehearsal. Is she joining you here in Rotterdam?
Yes, she is here. She's like only family member that I could bring, and yeah, she's fantastic, and she's been along for this whole journey the entire time. So she's great.
Oh, great. She's the wind beneath your wings.
Yeah, and like the lights and the power and the paper and everything. Yeah, she helps me so much. So yeah.
Okay, great. Nice to know. Do we have some people with some questions here in the room? You're allowed to ask a question, otherwise I go to the questions which was sending in our online press center. Let's see. Hi Lesley, it's Rob from CNN. Ireland is the most successful Eurovision country ever. Does that put even more pressure on you? And how does it feel to represent them?
No, it's fantastic. Like, I really did grow up watching this and loving this show, and seeing Niamh and Paul and Charlie and Linda win it for us. And it was down the road from where I grew up in the Point Depot at the time. So it only helps coming to something so big like this to have such legends behind me. And I got to perform with them in Dublin a few months ago. acoustically. So no, it's definitely not pressure at all. It's support. It's like a family system.
Okay, great. And another question. Hi Lesley, is there any special meaning behind the moving away from that paper world in the end?
Yeah, great question. And there is special meaning. It's that this is the journey that we've gone on in the paper world, and the kind of the circle of it all, and the leaving it is coming out of the journey and getting to home. It's getting to the true sense of self at the end of the stage. So it is very important for the viewer to be locked into this small world, and then for us to reveal the small world and find home. So yeah, it's quite significant. Yeah.
And personal question, did you find home, your true self?
I believe so. I mean, I think we change all the time as humans, so I think we're always kind of journeying to new parts of ourselves. And within this Eurovision journey, I did have to really dig down deep to find maps, and that's really what maps is about, is coming back to your true sense of self.
Wow, thanks. One more last question. Hello Lesley, I'm Bernardo from the website eFestival PT. Question, is the Eurovision experience meeting your expectations?
Yeah, above and beyond. I think you can kind of dream about it, especially as a kid, thinking about it, but it's way, I'm terrible for words with this, but it's way bigger than how you kind of think about it. It's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay Lesley, thank you so far. Enjoy your stay in Rotterdam, stay safe, and we're looking forward to see you and staging on stage in the semi-final. You can go over there, and please, everyone who wants to make a picture, go that direction too. Take care of each other, keep distance, and then we'll see each other soon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.